Welcome back, everyone, to the Disrupted Night's proceedings. I believe we have various members of the party in various places. One lying on the ground thinking walls aren't supposed to be quite that treacherous. Another one looking at him and shaking his head. Got a blood-stained leader of the party shaking the remains of the samurai off his Yawara. We have a shepherd looking after the priestess and the Shugenja and keeping them out of danger, maybe. So, believe it's time to go back to the top of the round and look at the order of play.
Do the thing.
Okay, so what are people's expectations for this round?
Well, Dave, me and you discussed a thing that I was maybe going to do. I'm going to do that thing. That's the thing that I'm going to do.
Fair enough. Okay. So,
Kinzo is going to close to engage and bop the Ashigaru who is attempting to kill my friend. Well, my colleague.
Where's Kinzo? Somebody point
he's
to
not
Kinzo.
attempting to kill your friend. He's looking rather surprised at the moment.
Oh, Kinzo's here.
Okay. And Kosa is presumably guarding the valuable members of the party.
Staying alert and waiting for Yanagi to finish.
Yanagi is waiting for the two maids to get dressed. Now, are they maids for Lord Kanawa, or are they maids for somebody else?
They're Kanawa's mates.
They're maids for Lord Kanawa and Chidokan, the...
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, he's going to wait for them to get dressed, and then he'll lead them to...
They are casting measuring looks at Yanagi as well, by the way. Just thought I'd mention that.
Step away from the doorway, Yanagi, you dumb fuck.
Okay, so we will start the next round. So I believe we begin with Lord Kanawa, who steps back and orders his troops to find another route into this passageway downstairs. Then we have the enemy samurai doing their stuff.
Quick reminder, David, it's the blue shirts are the enemy samurai, right?
The blue are the enemy samurai, green are Takeda,
which
who are friendly.
Friendly. It's Lord Kanawa's family members, guys, isn't it?
No. They are a clan on the main island of Honshu who have sent one of the daughters over here to marry one of the local Kurosaki.
His family friend, right? Aye.
No. Let me do a quick recap to bring you back up to speed. You have. Okay. The Takeda clan are known to the Kanawa clan as they were friends over on the Isle of Honshu, the mainland.
Yep.
Lord Kanawa's father was sent over here to look after an area for the shogun. That is within the province of Hyuga, which is run by the Kurosaki clan, who are a local clan on Kyūryū. The Takeda clan are trying to get an alliance, build up friendships with the Kurosaki clan, and so therefore one of their daughters is marrying one of the Kurosaki clan and is being escorted down to see them. However, you have they're being attacked by another clan, which Lord Kanawa recognized the Mon of, who are enemies of the Takeda. And obviously their plan is to disrupt this arrangement. Either capture the girl or kill her, but anyway, disrupt the attempted alliance with the Kurosaki clan. And obviously Lord Kanawa is not a friend of that clan because once he recognised the Mon, he just told you to kill him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And let's do the enemy samurai. So
Session 60, by the way, boys. That's a big milestone.
So one of the enemy samurai is out of it for the time being because he was stunned. Another one is present and will take a swing. And connects, doing 7 points of damage. There is a dying cry from the distance. Never mind. See what's everybody else doing. He is. So you can see that that's all's going well there. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just check to see what's happening outside because he can hear sounds of battle in the corridor. In that case, I think you can now see him. Dukenlair. Emerging from a door down the corridor there, you can make out a samurai in blue, looking down the corridor and seeing a battle in place. The samurai here. 1, 2.
Sorry, Dave. Was that here?
That's it. That guy's just emerged from that door.
Gotcha.
Well,
after we hear a scream, someone dying from that direction.
Correct. Sorry, that one goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't go the full distance because this guy steps up to there. We now have 2 Ashigaru blocking the passageway. Sorry, he doesn't move forward in this particular moment because it's not his turn, but that's what he's going to do. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That is it for the time being, as far as they're concerned.
Baka, I think it doesn't look good for you. You might die today, but if you do, I'm going to die with you, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Kinzo!
It's not over yet.
No.
Like I said, close to engage and block the guy in the door.
Okay. What's your BMA?
7.
Fine. In that case, you close to engage and you thump the poor guy. He may not get over his surprise. He's AC 6, so you've hit him.
Give him a light love tap for 3.
I'm lucky on the damage that rolled him.
It's alright, it's because I'm not using your warrior, so
just let him know you're there. You're just letting him know you're there. That's all. Get him next time.
Righty ho. Let's just note down Kinzo clobbered the guy. And then we have the enemy Ashigaru. This guy is facing the Takeda Ashigaru and will attempt to hit him.
Shit.
And succeed.
Maybe in for him.
I've just opened up my character sheet and seen how much lethal damage I've taken. I might not be saving anybody today.
The Takeda Ashigaru is on his last legs, literally. Well, in actual fact, that would imply 2 points. He's on his last leg. The Ashigaru facing Kinzo. He's had his orders. He is stepping back and striking at Baka from a distance. So he's at minuses for that, but he's at pluses because Baka's on the ground. So that is still a hit, doing Baka 6 points of damage.
Okay.
We don't have like healing potions or something, do we? That's the other game.
Right, so
I'm not saving anybody's life, by the way, but Graham, sorry mate, I've just noticed my lethal damage situation. It's dire. Very dire.
yep, right, so this is not a pleasant experience for anybody at the moment. So any of the other Ashigar are doing anything? Yes. That guy is doing. Let's see. Down to that. Okay. Guy's going through that. Right. There are no other attacks from those guys at present. So let us return to the turn tracker. Kosa. You are holding your actions and waiting for things to happen here, yes?
Kosa, I maybe need you to go and kick some ass, because I have had my ass kicked. I'm gonna die here.
Kyūryū,
Oh shit.
what do you wish to do?
Does there any of us have healing abilities? Does Harumi have healing abilities? She does, doesn't she?
I do not believe so.
No? Shit.
I do not believe so. Harumi is not greatly experienced as a wizard, as a Shugenja, and doesn't actually have that much in the way of healing ability.
There's nothing I can do, is there? Healing wise.
You could ask the Shinto priest to cast healing on you.
Which is...
Otodokan,
Where's he?
who is coming out. She is Lord Kanawa's secretary, and she is coming out of the door this round after her lord. So you can implore her to give you some healing.
Do I know she's a priest and does healing?
Oh yes, she's
Yes.
a Shinto priestess.
Can I move back to here? And I'm going to implore her, going to even shout to her, please, you must heal me, I need to get back in the fight, and I'm on my last legs here. And I'm going to look at Kosa like, you need to do something here.
He is doing something, he's protecting her. Anyway.
That's me then, I'm going to
Let us...
plead with
Fair
her
enough.
to heal me, that's it.
You're moving back to there.
Yeah.
Fair enough. The Kanawa Ashigaru. They are going to follow orders. Well, in actual fact, he ordered one of them to stay and help here, and the other two to head off. So Katsumoto and Sergeant Haruyori will head down the stairs. So they are running. So they are... Where are we? What's their BMA? Their BMA 5, so they can actually go 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they will head downstairs to find out how these wine got in. Kagemichi will move forward to here. 1, 2, 3. So he can have a swing at this Ashigaru. So please, would you roll a d20 for Kagemichi?
Oft.
Oh dear.
One more.
Oh dear, oh dear. Another D20,
dear.
please. Oh, for goodness sake.
Is that not good?
Attacker treated as receiving a successful disarm attack of the break weapon form.
Shit.
He can either... Hold on, one of this happened last time, and he can try and hold on to it or drop it.
He can let it go, in which case it just flies in a particular direction, or he has to roll to see whether it breaks.
Oof.
Yeah.
Given he's in combat, he will roll to see if it breaks.
Roll a d10 then.
Please roll a d10 for Kagamichi. It is an average wakizashi he's using.
That's an average roll.
You are safe, sir.
It does not break.
Right, for those who don't know, you need to roll a 6 or less.
Oof. Well done then.
This basically means that if you've got a master weapon, it only breaks on a 10. Should it break, you're entitled to sob lots and cry, it's not fair. Not fair.
Okay, the Kanawa Ashigaru are fully utilized at present. Oh, sorry, no, my apologies. One more Kanaga Ashigaru, Yoshitani over here. Did he hear the orders? No, he didn't. So he knows this guy's dead, so therefore he will rush over towards his master. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sees Sergeant Haru, Yori, and Katsumuda going down. But also sees Kagamichi over there with Lord Kanawa. Okay, and
you've got to roll. You've got to roll for the Takeda Ashigaru as well.
Yeah, the good guys.
Because you've still got one left, as far as I'm aware.
True. My apologies. Yes. Please roll for the last-legged Takeda Ashigaru.
I'll get him. Lucky 13.
Nope, not against somebody in AC 6. Then we have Baka. Baka, you are on the ground.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you are in engaged range. I presume you wish to try standing up.
Well, I've got a question about this, because I've got this guy in the back.
Just a grapple. Well, grapple him from the floor.
You have got him there.
So, would my minuses for being on the ground be cancelled out by his minuses because it's in the back? Or how does it calculate?
Oh, to see. So, as far as this is concerned, you get -5 for being prone. Plus 10 for being in his rear facing, so that's a net +5. +6 because he's surprised. So you will be getting +6 on your grapple.
So that's pretty good. It's probably what I'm going to go for. If I try and stand, it's a speed saving throw.
You have to make a speed saving throw because you're engaged.
And would that end my turn?
Would be yes, that would be your turn to stand. Your primary action.
Cool. I'm going to grapple from the ground.
Okay.
Bring him down with you, mate. That's it.
If he grapples him, then he can attempt to pull him to the ground. 14.
So +6. My primary is a 17, which goes up to 23. So I've done.
Hit armor class
9.
7.
Okay, so you
minus armor class, so 3.
You have 3 effect numbers on him.
Okay, that wasn't
Well,
great.
it's better than a slap in the face with a wet kipper.
It's certainly distracting him for the other guys coming in.
Oh yes.
Excellent stuff.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything, Dave, but he's got less than that
How's
Because
that?
because of me and any solid wall that's in the way.
true.
Wow, so I need to make a will save, yeah.
The reach of his arms, you've got -1 because of Kinzo, but given that he's using his hands, I don't think I can count the walls as a restriction because he's going directly for that.
So he's lying
Oh,
on the
that's fine,
ground.
that's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't think the walls do restrict
So,
him.
so I'll give you -1 for that, so you've only got 2 on him.
Oh. Yeah, because
Because you're trying not to Kinzo,
Pass.
but that wall's destroyed, and
I know, my will save is 6.
anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so that's Baka. Yanagi and the young ladies will start emerging from their boudoir, or at least the young ladies will. 1, 2, 3, and Yanagi can start guiding them out. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. And then back to Lord Kanawa.
He gave orders, didn't he? Which I believe is a basic.
Which is a basic action, so that uses up his other action as well, and we're then back to the Ashigaru. And we have one who's got his legs grappled. That's going to tie him down, so he's either got to try and break free. He's not got his arms grappled, it's just his legs, because you're on the ground. So I think he will carry on attacking the Takeda Ashigaru, because he's pretty certain he's been left there to die. So he will attack the Takeda Ashigaru, who promptly snuffs it. Actually, hang on, let me just check and see. He may not, because this is a secondary action after all. So that's Ashigaru number 4. His BCS is that. 9. Yes, that's sufficient on a secondary. Because the Takeda Ashigaru hasn't got much in the way of armor.
So
He's dead.
Takeda Ashgar get a lash back at him.
On 5,
on his
yes, he
secondary.
does. He does.
Come on, death throws.
Yeah, come on. Crit on
You
this.
going for it, Oliver? Or...
Yeah, I'll go. I'll do it. Crit on this. Let's go. Big one.
Oh. You were close with a crit, but not the right crit.
It's right next to the one, the
critic-
19.
Oh, still fumble. No. Right. So that's him. Actually, my apologies. No, he's not, because I forgot to add in the -5 for the fact that he's grappled, and that's restricting him. So this guy survives to fight another round.
I save his
Another
ass.
few seconds.
God damn it, good.
And this one's going to have another stab at Baka, because he is
does he have
conveniently
to?
on the ground.
Yes.
Oh, for goodness sake!
Yes.
I looked away for a
An
second.
11.
Did you look away for a second, mate?
Yeah.
It's like penalties at the football.
Chaka loses his balance. He suffers a dazed special effect and must make a speed saving throw or fall down. Speed saving throw.
Fucking excellent.
Oh,
he's
he
made that.
doesn't fall down, but he is dazed, so he loses his primary action next.
Woohoo! Serves him right.
Good.
Kinzo, your prognostication was not correct.
Have him, Kinzo.
Can jump on his head, Kinzo.
Okie doke. Enemy Ashigaru, enemy samurai. This guy carries on down the corridor, turns and disappears down this corridor here.
On a secondary.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. On a secondary, no, he can't.
Aha.
I keep forgetting. Forgive me.
That's samurai.
Let us live through this, we might. Oh, Baka. I'm gonna miss him.
Let's see.
No,
so
I'm not dead yet.
he
I'm all
comes
good.
out of his stun and is now just dazed. And this one, on his secondary, will go for the remaining guy. Sorry, did I just roll a 4? I think I did, didn't I?
You did.
So that is 1, 2, 3, 8. Yep, that's sufficient to hit him. So where are we? Yeah. Okay. So that is d6 plus 3, 8 points of damage, which puts him down to. In reply, he will swing back. Please roll a d20.
Who wants to get that one?
I don't know. Who wants to get that one?
Go on then. Oh, Kinzo's got it.
14.
A 14 on a secondary is not good enough. However, a new person enters the lists and you get to roll again. Please make a d20 roll.
Oh,
Now that's possible.
Mm.
Let me just. Oh, hang on a
Wait.
second. AC.
No, I
6
got
on
in
a
first.
second roll. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
9.
A 9 is a definite miss. Okay, that didn't work. Mighty ho. And that's it for them. Okay, Kosa, nothing for you. Kinzo, you have a secondary on a dazed
No.
guy, if you wish.
Actually, no, I don't, because I chose to engage with the primary basic action. I believe.
Yes, close to engage is a basic. No. A basic option can only be done on a primary on your first primary. It
Oh, yeah,
doesn't.
I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
it's not
but
normally stopped someone from having a secondary.
Well, I'm going to abort my secondary and not take it.
Enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Kyūryū, are you waiting? Kanawa Ashigaru.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
We have the 2 Ashigaru here on their secondaries. So you've already rolled for the Takeda Ashigaru. Please roll for Kagemichi on his secondary. And because that guy is partially restrained, you have +5 to hit him.
Roll the
So
12.
Kagemichi on a
You're
secondary. His BCS is that's 7, 9, 14. No, he only hit AC 2. These are AC 6. So that's not possible. And that is it as far as that's concerned. Baka, do you wish to do anything on your secondary or wait until your primary to try increasing your
Nothing on this
your
one.
grapple?
Nothing on this one.
Probably wise.
Can I roll into his hex?
Not on a secondary.
Okay, I haven't made a combat action this turn. That's why combat movement this turn. That's why I was asking.
Well, you grappled this turn, didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Never mind. Just checking.
Okay, Harumi and Otodokan. Otodokan will emerge from the chambers carrying her stuff. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Harumi will politely step out of the way. And tell Kyūryū to approach. Okay. Next round. Actions, anybody? What are you planning on doing? Baka, are you going to increase your grapple on this guy?
Well, I kind of thought I had Kinzo getting my back. Yeah, if I can roll into well, yeah, I'm going to aim to try and get in closer and try and increase my grapple.
Okay. I think you can probably, if you're grappling his legs, you can haul yourself towards him and haul him towards you while increasing your grapple, because you are in close. Okay, Kinzo, what are you planning on doing, Kinzo?
I shall step forward and belt the guy who's dazed. Thank you very much.
Very good. And Kyūryū, you're waiting for healing. Kosa?
Just carry on. All good.
Okay.
Waiting for everybody to get together.
Harumi planning on doing?
I'm going to suggest
I'm going to wait for the priest to heal my friend, and then when he leaves, I shall follow him.
Your drops of water might be needed. In that case, Lord Kanawa will step to here. I go past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, 8, 9, 10. And step up beside Kinzo. Enemy samurai. That guy now disappears round the corner and vanishes down that
Scumbag.
corridor.
Gotta cut his head off.
This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, disappears into there. So he's effectively kind of come up the corridor and crossed it to there. That guy comes out of his daze. And the remaining one will take another swing at his opponent.
Ha.
Oh, wonderful.
Ha.
Well, he was just trying to lure him into a false move. That's what it was. He thought it might be a fumble, but it wasn't really. We then have the friendly samurai. Please make a d20 roll.
17. It's primary though, isn't it?
Yes, this is a primary, and that isn't sufficient against AC 6. And then the other guy. Another d20 roll.
Okay. No, Tim's got
That
5.
is sufficient.
That'll do it.
Please roll a d6 plus 3.
6.
6 points. Please, can I have another roll from you?
Another d20.
Another d20.
A 1.
Oh! You have no idea how poetic that is. Please roll a d20.
I'd love to know
Or a
how.
D10
I
rather.
would love to know how poetic it is. We would love to know. A 10.
D20.
Does that make it extra special?
Well, that's a triple damage plus special effect.
Pretty good.
Who is it
yes.
hitting who though?
Please roll a d5.
I would like to know who it is that's hitting who. So we're just doing d10 and half in a way.
Yep, d10 and halved.
So 2.
2. So that triples to 6. And please roll a d20 for the special effect.
12.
A 12 is target knocked down and stunned.
Who is knocked down and stunned?
One of the enemy samurai
Good.
is knocked down and stunned.
Excellent.
If we don't know who, can we at least hear which direction that came in?
Yes, over there.
I didn't see that.
Over where? I didn't see that either. Oh,
Oh, my apologies.
sorry, I zoomed out too much. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, cool.
Where? Do it again,
Okay.
Dave? I didn't see it.
I
went
should
over
have
here.
shift clicked
Oh, I
it,
see
so
it, I see
presumably
it,
it should have
yeah, I
moved
see
you
it.
to there.
Yeah, it didn't move me because I was zoomed too far out for it to move me. I see it.
Sorry, I was also on the wrong layer.
Ah.
There.
Got you.
All
My
right.
apologies.
Out of here, right? Okay.
Well, the problem is that all the people you can't see, I've got on a different layer, so therefore I have to remember to change back to the token layer to indicate to you where they are. Okay, that was most unexpected, but interesting.
Was it favourable for us? Yes. Well, it was one of the enemies getting.
Yes.
Yeah, so good, good.
Right, so you're aware, the fact that the damage dice was a d5 indicates that somebody's using a tanto,
Which is a dagger.
which is the dagger, yeah, and generally used by ladies and or shugenja.
Same thing.
Well, you know there aren't any Shigenja in the Takeda party,
Mhm.
and there's only 2 ladies. One of them being the lady being escorted to the marriage, Takeda Tokihisa, and the other one being her maid, who you don't actually have a name for, apart from Takeda maid. But you would guess from having spoken to the maid, she's a bit like Lord Kanawa's maids, probably hiding underneath the sheets at the moment.
Not much of a knife wielder, not much of a dagger wielder.
Hmm.
Yeah.
The implication being that it is the Takeda lady who has just criticaled an enemy samurai and
Yeah.
knocked him down and stunned
That's
him
the
with her
implication, isn't it?
tanto.
Nice. Good for her. It's because she heard Kyūryū was in the building. Just trying to impress.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to comment on that. I'm going to pretend she didn't hear it. Meanwhile, Kinzo, I believe, has an appointment with a dazed Takeda.
Oh,
Kyūryū.
unlucky again on the damage dice, but you've given him another pap. Good man.
Another 3 points of damage, sir.
Fair enough.
Chipping away at him.
Okay. And so that is him. Yeah, he's already marked down as you. Alter that one. Righty ho. So then have the Ashigaru on both sides. You still have a Takeda Ashigaru. So please roll for him.
Someone else roll. I'm going for an ice cream.
I'm gonna roll it.
Okay. That's
go.
a successful hit. Roll a d6 plus 1.
Oh, sorry, the first one was a 2. Don't know why I double tapped.
2, so he takes 3 points of damage. Okay. Baka, you're only grappling one leg now. The other one's fallen off. Or well, the other one's not actually holding him up. Okay.
Baka laka.
This is yet so both the Takeda Ashigaru, who's just hit the enemy Ashigaru, both of them are on 1 hit point at the moment.
Oh,
However, Kagamichi also gets to strike in this phase, so please make a roll for Kagamichi.
you got this one, Tim?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Can you take away that last hit point?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I think you're dead, sir.
Okay, he does get one last despairing attempt to strike back at the Takeda Ashigaru, and misses.
Okay, I
Baka?
actually saved that Takeda Ashigaru's life.
Well done, mate.
You did.
Well done.
Congratulations.
I know what I want to do with his dead body as well.
Well, it's just treacherous ground now, isn't it? Let's see what else. This guy actually comes out of his daze, but there's nothing else he can do on his primary. These two guys appear to be holding their ground and waiting for someone to come up to them they can kill. Okay, now, also in the corridor we have an enemy Ashigaru fighting one of your guys and missing. And we have one of your guys fighting the enemy Ashigaru. Please roll a d6. Sorry, d20 rather.
14.
14. Minus 1, 15, 20. That's enough to hit. Please roll a d6 plus 3.
6.
There is another despairing scream as an Ashigaru crumples to the ground.
We might get out of this yet.
Yeah.
Okay, also, we have Yoshitani and Sergeant Haruyori heading downstairs. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they've got 2 from the bottom. Okay, and Yoshitani, seeing Sergeant Haruyori do it going down there, will follow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me move these 2 to the lower green. And I will move you all there, and you can see what the ground floor looks like at the moment. One, 2, so paste there. So we've got Yoshitani and Sergeant Haruyori there. Okay. So that's where they've got to. And obviously the entrance to the main inn area is through those doors there. And you know there's a staircase up to the upper story there. Okay. Back to the upper story. So, Kosa is waiting, Kyūryū's waiting. The Kanawa Ashigara we've just done. Then we have Baka.
I'm currently holding on to this guy's leg. Can I
Well,
push him?
he's collapsing. He's collapsed.
Yeah. Can I use the weight of his fall and try and throw him through that?
With 2 on your grapple? Not really. You're prone. You've only got kind of 2. So basically, there's a dead weight falling. You're lying on the ground. And you're trying to hurl him through a wall. No, I don't think it will work.
All right.
You can try, but you'll require a very, very good roll. Well, I wouldn't put that past you. Do you want to try?
It's either that or stand up, which is going to be a speed saving throw. Do you know what? I'm going to try and create
You will not require a speed saving throw to stand up, because you are no longer engaged. Just stand up.
Oh, because Kinzo's blocking.
Correct.
Right.
You could stand up and demolish another couple of walls.
Well,
Or a wall.
I kind of want this dead body. Can I stand up without letting go of him? Then, in that case.
Baka stands.
Holding one leg.
Yes, holding one leg. The rest of the body is kind of laying on the floor and dangling from this leg. Okay?
Yep. Cool. That's my turn.
Enough. Lord Kanawa looks reasonably impressed with what you've done, Baka. You've obviously helped defeat this Ashigaru.
Give him a little head nod.
Yanagi and the maids will continue on into the corridor. So let's just move over here and move them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then Lord Kanawa. Actually, Lord Kanawa did a full move to get there, so he doesn't get anything more to do this round. So we then have the various Ashigaru. The Takeda Ashigaru, I think, is going to not do a lot on his secondary. Neither is Kagemichi. The ones downstairs can't do anything. The guy facing Kinzo can't step back, but will attempt a secondary attack on Kinzo. And might get somewhere. Let's check and see. So 7, 9. That will hit AC 5. Sorry, no, he's got 2 restrictions. Sorry, 2 restrictions. That will only hit AC 3. What's your armor class, Kinzo?
Has he got any distraction?
I can't see he's got any distraction. Oh, hang on a second. Yes. Does he make a will saving throw? No. In that case, unfortunately, he misses completely.
In that case, you miss me, sir.
Yeah. Just to find there. Okay, we now have. No, that doesn't happen. But we do have 2 attacks here. So, your guy gets an attack on an enemy guy. Please roll a d20. You timed that so well. Now roll a d20. Please don't roll a 20. A 15. Attacker falls down and suffers a stun special effect. Not the best time to have that. Okay, well he doesn't. The other guy doesn't get an attack on him, because it was a flank attack and he wasn't prepared for it. So, sadly, he can't take advantage of it. And down here, I have my guy trying a secondary attack range, so this is at minuses. Even with those minuses, it's still a hit. D6 plus 3. 9! Oh, this is not going well. But he does get a strike back. Now, you have two choices with this. You can either go for the guy lying stunned on the ground, or you can go for the guy who is attacking in the corridor. This is a secondary. So your best bet would be to go for the guy on the ground. Would you agree, Tim?
Oh, indeed. Especially if he's the one who's actually fighting me, I believe.
Well, there's a guy who was standing behind him who's now taken over the fight, but obviously he's at distance. The guy who was fighting...
We'll kneel down and stab the guy who's lying on the ground, because we're like that.
I don't think he'll kneel down. He will just kind of hit him on the ground, stunned and prone.
Oh, all right then.
Roll your d20. And don't 20! Oh. Oh. You. And at 18?
That's a break weapon, isn't it?
Break weapon disarm. Please roll a d10. No, it doesn't break.
Well, we don't break our tanto. What?
No, that wasn't a tanto.
Well, we don't break whatever it is that we're wielding then.
Tana. Right. Now, the person who's wielding the tanto is also going on a secondary, but a tanto she would have to kneel down to hit the guy on the ground with the tanto. So she's going to lunge at range, so she's at -1 on. Yeah, she will still go for the guy who's standing up. So roll a d20 for her. Please don't roll a 20.
Someone else take this one.
Come on back, it's your turn to roll a 20.
He already rolled a 20 for the other guy, I think, didn't he?
Not much better.
Not far off.
Yeah.
No, that was a Kyūryū, that was.
That was a Kyūryū, was it? Oh, fine. Well, the Kami are obviously fighting against the Takeda. That is it for this part of the episode, as far as they're concerned. So we have Kosa, Kinzo with his secondary.
Miss.
That's a miss. Kyūryū is waiting. The Kanawa Ashigaru can't do anything on their secondaries. Then we have Baka on his secondary. Can't really do much. Yanagi we've dealt with. Okay. The priestess will attempt to do a healing on Kyūryū.
Yes, come on.
Successfully. Please get better by 8 points of healing.
Again, please. Thank you.
No, your healing rate is down 1 at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, that reduces your healing rate by 1.
I have grabbed the other leg on my secondary.
If you must.
Actually, just can I just try and improve my grapple so I've got a better hold of this person? Is that?
Are you hugging a dead guy?
Yep.
You
Since
can't
it's dead.
can't cast a healing spell instantly. It takes a minute, I think. Something like that, I'm sure it does. I'm sure the healing takes a long time. That's a combat spell, as it were.
I think. Hang on a second.
Yeah, we are, yeah. A minute.
And how long are the combat rounds?
6 seconds, I think.
I can't remember.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. In that case, I'm
When-
afraid she would take 10 rounds to cast a healing on you. So
Oh.
she can, but you'll have to stay there for another 9 rounds.
Okay, so take those set points back off that I just gave myself, yeah?
Afraid so.
Oh. I can't stand here for 10 rounds.
I've
already wasted- Right, so what we're going to do about the 2 rounds I've
She
just
will
wasted?
attempt to buy. She will bind your wounds, which is a quick way to give you 1 better. She makes a physician roll,
Just wasted all that time waiting for that.
so you get 2 points better.
Ugh.
But she needs to make a saving throw. She makes her deafness saving throw, so she avoids touching the blood. Which is important because it means that she is not polluted. And therefore doesn't affect her magic ability.
Is my healing rate still -1, or do I change that?
No.
back?
Your healing rate is what it should be, because she hasn't actually cast the healing on you.
Great. Great stuff. I'm raging.
Dave, if she becomes polluted, it doesn't affect her magic. It knocks her religious power die back down
Right,
by
my apologies. Yes,
Yeah.
religious
Yeah.
power. Yeah.
minor sin. And if you do a major sin, you lose it immediately. And if you don't have any religious power, you can't cast spells.
Right. But she managed to avoid touching the blood as she bandaged your wound.
So can you move her up to Kyūryū, because she can't do it from 6 foot away?
Well, no, she told Kyūryū to attend her, and on his move, effectively he moved up. Last round she walked out and told him to come closer. So on his primary action, he could just move forward 1, and she can then act on her action to bind his wound.
If I knew it was for a bandage, I wouldn't have bothered. I thought it was for a magic healing spell.
Well, I believe this is the first time that you've had one done in the heat of battle, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
So you didn't know.
I don't remember ever taking 10 rounds before.
Right, Harumi walks past the pair binding each other and turns around the corner at the wall.
Sorry to
Okay.
interrupt, but on my secondary, I improved my grapple.
Yep.
By the way, on this body. Effect number would be 1, but plus minuses for whatever the dead body would get.
You look. He's not resisting. You've got a
You're good.
firm grip on it. I mean, as far
You're
as
good.
your grapple is to restrain him to stop him acting. He's not acting. He is really dead. He's not pretending to be dead.
No. I just want a firm grip of him. Don't worry.
You have a firm grip of him.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Sorry, Harumi. Please.
I would point out that dead bodies aren't the greatest thing to try and smash walls down with, though.
It's a paper wall. Better than my
Paper-
head. I remember what
paper-
happened last time I went through a paper wall.
Paper and wood.
Oh,
Very
I know what I'm
significant.
intending.
Yes, you can charge the wall with him in front to absorb the damage. Yes.
Yes, please. Or swing him like a Tetsubo. Well, that was the other thought I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Okay. Have the next round. Lord Kanawa. What is he going to do? Kinzo appears to be fully occupied with that Ashigaru. You can see a defensive position down there. He will instruct his man to... No, he won't. He will step across to there and try and demolish the wall with his katana. So he's cutting up the wall to do damage to the etc. How effective is it? D6 plus 4. 8. He has effectively cut out one of the slats, so there is an opening there. Okay. It's also weakened the wall. Right, samurai. Let's see. So we have a guy on the floor who was stunned last time, so he's still on the floor, and he loses this round. So your guy, who almost broke his weapon, will instead attempt to kill the guy on the ground. Please roll a d20.
He's doing well to still be standing, that guy. Somebody roll that, please. 17.
Given the bonuses, the guy on the ground is dead.
Yeah, should be enough on the guy on the ground there.
The other guy is lying there on the ground, stunned as well. An enemy samurai comes up, sees him, and will go for him. Given he's on the ground, that's sufficient. Minimum damage. And the other guy will go for him and hit. Fine. And have a Tanto attack. Please make your Tanto attack. D20, please.
Do you want to do a double strike?
No, because she's striking at range at the moment, so she's got minuses. That's not enough to hit. Right. So it's them. Kinzo.
Romp and hope to do more than minimum damage.
Go for it. That's enough to hit him. 4 points. He goes down. Congratulations. You are now staring. You are now staring down the barrel of 2 prepared Ashigaru, waiting for you to approach. Okay, enemy Ashigaru.
You saved the Baka, thank you.
This guy does nothing. These 2 do nothing. They are just waiting for you to approach. And those guys are doing what they have been told. Right, fine. Kosa?
I'm still waiting for these maids to get a move on.
Well, they are approaching slowly.
Right. I'm trying to get everybody safely in the room, but it's taking a long time.
Well, Otodokan shows full intentions of carrying on after Harumi, actually. Unless you're going to restrain her somehow.
I'm not going to
Kyūryū,
restrain her.
what are you doing?
Well, because I can't actually get any healing, can I? Like any real healing.
Not if it takes a minute to do.
I shall point out that Gomez will run up the corridor, I think.
So I'm gonna move. I guess that's one round of movement to there, isn't it?
If you're walking, yes. You can move double your BMA if you're running.
No, I'm running, so I'm gonna run and then I'm gonna jump from there to there. And then from there to there.
Hang on a second. You're running from here, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So your full move is it's effectively 10 hexes to there.
Okay.
What's your BMA?
I can move 10. I think.
Your
You got
BMA
more
is
than that.
what's your BMA?
Your BMA is 8, isn't it?
BMA is 8. Sorry.
So effectively you can run up to 16, but what you're telling me is that you're going to try jumping. You could try jumping to there, but it's going to be Kurumi Jutsu that you're using.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is it probably make more sense to run to there and then jump down in the next round?
It probably makes more sense to run to there and then jump from there to there next round, because it's a much straighter jump.
That's what I'm doing then.
Okay. Right. The Kanawa Ashigaru. Yoshitani goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then he has another 6 off the bottom, so let's just move him to the lower layer.
I'm gonna die today, boys.
None of us are dying today.
Okay, let me just go to the, move you to the in-ground floor. Right. So Yoshitani has another 6 to go after there. So this round, Katsumoto and Sergeant Haruyori go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and charge the doors there together. So effectively they are doing a charge action. And Yoshitani is following up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. We have the two of them together charging a pair of indoors. Please would you roll a d20? You want to roll low. Because what they don't know is the indoors have actually been barricaded on the far side. Oh, for goodness sake.
That's why I'm the boss.
Okay.
Wood splinters everywhere.
The barricade on the far side is thrown back as the doors are, chocked open by the two Ashigaru. Looking into the room, you can make out an Ashigaru at the foot of the stairs there, and an Ashigaru waiting there. And you can just about make out somebody at the top of the... You can see some legs just at the top of the stairs, but you're not sure who it is. But there's obviously two people there. Okay. Everybody happy with that? Well, no, nobody's actually happy with it.
Happy's an interesting word, Dave. I understand.
Okay, back to the first floor. We have Kagemichi will follow up his lord, but can't actually do anything. So we'll move up behind Lord Kanawa and wait to see what's happening. We then have Baka. What are you intending to do, Baka?
Well, I was going to swing him, but I'm basically just going to ram through this door using him as a human batter ram. Given
that Lord Kanawa has actually broken the structural integrity, then it should be relatively easy to go through there. Please roll a d10. No problem. Okay, you successfully break down another section of the wall and make it into the room.
Then fling the body. And then fling the body to the side here, please. Out of the way.
Throw him to the floor.
Waffly.
Very good. Okay. Yanagi and the maids. 3 little maids from school. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait for us, Yanagi. Wait for us.
There was battle in here earlier on. Is there nothing?
Pardon?
No signs of bodies or?
Where? Here?
In the room I've just gone into.
The room that you just
battle
gone
in
into?
here earlier.
No.
Yeah, I thought we had a battle in here earlier.
No.
Okay.
No.
Cool.
What you heard was somebody smashing down that shoji screen so they could take a position in the doorway.
Gotcha.
Okay. The battling was from here, and from here you can see that these doors have been opened. So, given that you can see 2 dead Takeda Ashigaru bodies in there. Obviously, this suite of rooms was occupied by the Takeda.
Okay.
Okay. And your Lord Kanawa will, given his second primary action, will order his Ashigaru to take over from Kinzo, and he will go round the side. Because it's a primary, he can issue orders. So, effectively, Kinzo, you're being told to step out of the way and allow Kagemichi past. Next round. Okay, Ashigaru. These guys are doing nothing. And no Ashigaru can do anything else. Samurai. Yes. So, got one of your guys stunned and on the ground. Thank you for your 20. And he's just been critical. Ouch. 8. Special effect. Roll a d20. An 11. Well, he's stunned again. But he also takes 9 points of damage.
Who was that?
One of the Takeda samurai,
Ours.
who unfortunately you rolled a d20 for, knocked down and stunned. Fair enough. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have another Takeda samurai. Not sufficient. We have a roll from your guy to try and hit back. Please roll a d20. So close to another fumble. You're really riding the rough edge of disaster here. And then we have a Tanto attack. No, you're not. Well, given that you're playing the roles of Takeda, they're riding the rough edge of disaster.
Oh, indeed, I'll give you that. Yeah, we're not. Let's face it, half our force isn't engaged, is it?
No. Well, to be honest, only one of their force is really engaged. You know, in a social sense.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The bad jokes don't stop just because I'm a DM.
No, they don't.
Okay, I believe... Kosa, Kinzo, Kyūryū, Narashigaru, Baka, Yanagi, Harumi, and Otodokan. So Harumi can carry on moving if she wishes.
Yeah, she'll walk forward and have a look to see what Kyūryū do, and then shake her head when she realises he's about to leap out into space and go splat.
And Otodokan will travel forward herself as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is Kosa following? Because he's signed himself as her bodyguard. Okay.
Yeah, I'm following those two.
I will assume Kosa is shadowing them. You're a lot
Sticking with those
faster
two.
than them.
Yeah.
You also see Kyūryū getting ready for a death-defying leap. Oh, sorry. I apologise. I haven't been moving Gomi. Gomi has also been running forward and has been following down the stairs. He's picked up a wakizashi, which he's going to have to use as a secondary weapon. Oh no! He has his naginata, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Not a great deal of use in an inn, but he does have it.
You mean his Yari, please?
Oh, sorry, his Yari. My apologies. His Yari.
Still not the best for indoors, is it?
Well, he can shorten it. Just means he's got some poking out of the back, which causes problems and gives him minuses. Anyway, so I believe that's it for that round. Okay, next round, what are people planning on doing? Are you going to step to one side as instructed by Lord Kanawa?
Yeah, I shall step back into the room I came out.
Okay. Baka, what's your intention? Lord Kanawa has indicated his intentions of coming into the room and through there to get round the back of the Ashigaru.
Yeah, my intention is to move into this room to about here, and then pull up a sumo stance ready for a charge.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Kyūryū, are you going to go through with this?
Absolutely, mate. It's now or never. It's hero time. It's time to die. Parkour. He jumps to here, and then jumps down, and then runs in. Whatever the best route is to get down fast. So even if it's jumping halfway down the stairs and then like running down the stairs, he's basically looking for the parkour route down. So the non-pedestrian route down, the faster route, whatever it is.
Okay.
Get in.
Basically, the 3-foot balustrade here and here. So effectively, you're going to go up 3 foot
No.
and then jump down 7 foot,
No, I don't
then
need to go
jump
up.
down another 4 foot.
No, I don't picture him going up 3 foot, because picture him just doing, like, you know, when you put your hand on something and you just kind of jump over sideways, like hips. Do you know what I mean? Where you swing your 2 legs up over. So you're not really going up
yes.
to the height of it. You do like
You
a side.
are going up to the height of
you-
it because you've got to throw your body over the top of it.
Yeah, but
So your body is going from there
it's
down
a sideways. Picture a sideways vault. You go up on one hand and do a sideways vault over it. So you're not standing up 6 foot, so you're another 6 foot off the ground. You're still at the same 3 feet off the ground. You know what I mean? A sideways vault.
Yes, you're doing a sideways vault, and you're going down 7 feet.
Yes, but I'm not going up 3 feet and then going down 7 feet because I'm doing a sideways vault. I'm not standing up on the rail and then jumping down.
Agreed, but you're going down 7 feet to there,
I'm still doing
and then
that,
down
yeah.
another 4 feet to there.
Yes.
Okie doke. So, in order, Lord Kanawa will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's in that guy's back, but unfortunately, you can't attack on this primary. We then have the enemy samurai.
But his second attack
Okay.
is a primary, isn't it? So he can attack later on in the round.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So that samurai swings and hits, doing d6 plus 3. 4 points. Well, it's all right. He's stunned and on the ground, so we'll just chip away at him. And this one will take another step forward 1. Let's just move him out of the way temporarily so that I'm not cluttering up the battlefield. Steps forward 1 to there. We'll take a swing. So d20. Another hit, doing d6 plus 3. 5 points. Wittering away. We have a d20 roll, please, from you for the samurai, please. A d20. That's a hit. Roll d6 plus 3.
Oh, nice then.
That time.
9 points.
Yeah, mate.
Nice one. And then I would like a d20 roll for a person armed with a tanto.
I'll get this one. 14. Don't think so.
Nope, not enough. Right, so that's that.
I'll go back on mute for a minute. It's time for my
and-
second ice cream.
You also see a samurai step out of the staircase and let's see, let me move it to the appropriate layer. So you see an enemy samurai step out of that staircase and step into there, and you hear an exclamation of surprise and disgust. Something along the lines of, "For God's sake, can't you deal with them?" Something like that. It's not an order, it's just a chastisement. Okay. We go over to Kinzo, who steps back into the doorway, I believe. And then we have the various Ashigaru. And Kagamichi basically charges up to go into combat here. And the Takeda Ashigaru, on his 1 hit point, will follow. I'm just going to move that dead body to there. Okay.
This guy understands hero time, gents. Take notice, this guy knows what it's all about. Hero time. 1 hit point and doesn't give a fuck. Let's go!
Okay. Now, because they're charging, they won't get to attack until 2. These guys will get to attack them before they reach them. But would it be on a secondary, Tim? Because they would only reach there on a 2, so they would hit them on their secondary.
Yes, it's a secondary because they're not in range to do it on a 10.
Exactly. Which might save the guy's life, but we'll see. What else is happening? Oh yes, we have the downstairs. Let us move to the downstairs area. It's like 3D chess, this. Okay. Sergeant Haruyori and Katsumoto will run in and try and deal with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can't quite reach him, so in that case he will only move to there, which is just out of engagement range. And they will have to engage next time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we also have Gomi coming down. Let me just get a copy of Gomi, because he is there. I'll see. So Gomi. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gomi gets down to there this round. Okay. Him and his spear. In actual fact, you'll be a lot better off in the main inn, because there's much less restrictions in walls there. So he's probably the best place for him to fight with it, apart from out here, of course. Let us go back, and what will they do? That guy is remaining on duty guarding the bottom of the stairs, so he'll wait for these guys to come up. This guy will move forward, having heard the doors slam open, to here, defend that route. And anything else? No, you can't do anything else there. Okay, let's move you back to the first floor, because this guy is going to turn around and try and smite. The first one he's aware of is Lord Kanawa, so he's going to turn around and try and hit Lord Kanawa. And miss. And that guy can't really reach him because his mate's in the way. Okay. Anything else going on? Not him, not him. No. Okie doke. So Kosa, you're just continuing to shadow?
Yeah, I can continue moving with these two.
Okay. Kyūryū, heroic leap time.
Okay.
What's your Kurumi Jutsu skill?
400. Give me a second. It is Kurumi Jutsu is base BCS is 18. It's not bad.
Okay.
I just had bad luck with it previously.
Okay. Make a BCS roll.
Get in.
No problem.
Hero time.
You successfully jump down to there and then spring down to the base of the staircase, and you disappear from this map, and you appear on the ground floor map.
And how much
Let
movement
me
would I
just
have
put
left?
you on there.
Unlucky. That's what that is. Unlucky.
And you skid to a halt because you're just about to run into the butt end of a spear.
Could I not get round them?
I don't think so. Basically, you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, you've jumped down 2 hexes.
Use your Pythagoras, remember, though, the diagonal cuts down the...
That's 6,
what I've used.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, you've reached the limit at that point, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't die. It's better than I was expecting.
Absolutely legendary. No, that was brilliant.
Yeah. I would point out the people who saw it up top, Harumi and Kosa, are likely to put a certain twist on the description of what happened. Okay. Kosa may not report it in the same way you do, Kyūryū. Would that be correct, Kosa?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the Kanawa Ashigaru, we've already moved, not a problem. Baka, I believe you are moving over to here and inflating your chest and looking threatening. Would that be a
For
fair?
a charge distance, what's the minimum I have to move for a charge?
10 foot, so 3 hexes.
Okay, so that's 1. Oh, so I need to be a bit further back.
Put yourself
Oh.
against the wall.
Hands on the wall, ready to push off.
Couple of steps back against the wall, ready to spring forward. Yeah,
You can
mate.
just imagine this sumo wrestler in a sprint start.
Yeah.
I've got to get up to speed in 10 feet. Okay.
Elbows on my knees.
Using the wall as the blocks.
Yep.
It's gonna fall apart. No, that's a wooden wall. You'll be alright.
Okay. Yanagi is escorting the young ladies, who will disappear into Lord Kanawa's room.
That wall
No,
better stand
basically,
up better than the paper wall did.
And Yanagi will tell them to stay there and then carry on chasing after this little lot. Okay. What's Yanagi's BMA?
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He catches up with Kosa.
He's actually got 5 BMA.
5.
Yeah, my mistake. It's actually.
It's alright, he'll catch up with Kosa. Kosa's his boss, so he won't try and kind of go faster. And we then get back to Lord Kanawa, who will try and deal with this insolent Ashigaru who's blocking his path.
Excuse me, Kosa's not anybody's boss. Kosa stepped down a long time ago.
Well, you're not around. You're on a different map. So he's the boss of Yanagi on this map, all right? So please make a roll for Lord Kanawa, or is that what the 6 is? Oh, no, that was your Kurima Jutsu.
I'll roll. I rolled.
Given this is a primary, that is a successful strike. D6 plus 4.
Ooh, 10.
D6 plus 4. 5
Sorry.
plus 4 is 9.
Yeah, sorry, 9. Yeah, my bad.
Okie doke. That guy hadn't been hit before. So that's Lord Kanawa. Okay. We then have the enemy Ashigaru on their secondaries. So, we have blows against Lord Kanawa. Missed. And a blow at Kagemichi as he rushes up. You know, this Takeda Ashigaru might actually survive because the guy he's charging has his back to him, or flank to him rather. So he obviously felt the samurai was a stronger threat. Anyway, a 2 for hitting Kagemichi from SA06. So that is 6, 7. Yeah, that's. Hang on a second. You've got 1, 2 restrictions, and does he get a will saving throw? No, so that's -3. He misses Kagemichi. Drat. Anything else in the way of their Ashigaru? No, that's it as far as their Ashigaru is concerned. And we then have the samurai. Okay. Let's have another swing at this stunned guy on the floor. I think he's probably dead. D10. Just double damage. D6 plus 3. 8. 16 points of damage. Given this guy is stunned, there is a quiet gasp as he has his throat slit. And then we have the other enemy samurai going for his target. Now, what's he on? 7. Who is 7? Nope, that's not enough to hit. Okay. Oh, you have a samurai striking back on his blow. D20, please. So I can have a D20 for a samurai fighting on your side.
There we go, 4.
For him, that is a successful hit. Please roll his damage. D4 plus 4 is 8. Not a problem. Also have a Tanto strike on a secondary. Please roll a D.
Oh, a
Ooh.
2.
Ooh, that has a chance of hitting.
Very nice, Tim.
Right.
5 damage as well.
Doesn't actually.
If it's a hit, of course.
If it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Means that's 8, 10. 8. 2. A 2 is precisely what was needed. And that's 5 points of damage. Okay. Kosa, Kinzo, Kyūryū, Kanawa, Ashigaru. Well, they're charging. Baka has moved. Yunagi's moved. Harumi's moved. So what's Harumi doing with Otodokan?
I don't know. What is she doing?
She's going to run up to the stairs down, and then hesitate, deciding which way to go.
Okay. Well, she can see that Gomi has disappeared downstairs. She's seen Kyūryū disappear downstairs, and she also saw the sergeant and a couple of Ashigaru disappearing downstairs. So there may be sufficient people down there to protect her. Otodokan is running after her. And Kosa and Yonagi are following. Right. Okay, declarations of intention for the next round. Baka, I believe you were talking about charging. No. I tell a lie. Because on a 2, Kagemichi and the Takeda Ashigaru charge their victims. So, can I have a d20 roll for Kagemichi, please? Okay, well the d20 roll for Kagemichi was a 19, which means he missed. But the Takeda Ashigaru on a 2 hits the guy in the back. Please roll d6 plus 2, because he gets a speed bonus on his strength.
Could that be a critical?
No, not against armor class 6.
Even in the back?
It could be.
No,
'cause
he's in the
he'd be
flank,
high.
not the back.
Plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah. D6 plus 2 is 6. Well, unfortunately, Baka, you're going to have to change your declaration of intent for the round, because that was precisely what was needed to knock the guy down. Oh, great. Okay, you wish to change your declaration of intent, Baka.
Well, I mean, I'm low down on the list anyway, so should have other people be declaring first. If I'm charging onto his, no, I'm not getting in the way of the Lord. The Lord's asked his all to stay well. I'm here in case. I'm holding my charge should it look like it's necessary.
Okay.
The Lord's got this covered.
I should put on a couple of things that you have seen. So, there are various things you have seen. As you moved across there, you saw in a second. Dumpty dum. I forgot to add that. Okay, that door has been broken open, and there is a body laying on the ground there. A hole has been smashed in the shoji screen here, and there is a body lying on the ground there. And I don't really think you can see much further than that in your brief passage from here to across that gap, but you can tell that there is. You can hear the sounds of fighting coming from over here, certainly. So,
I didn't see what that was.
My apologies. I didn't. I was on the wrong layer again. So there.
Okay.
So that door has been. That shoji screen has been smashed down. There's been a hole broken in the wall there. There are bodies in green here and here. Obviously Takeda. And you can hear sounds of fighting coming through the hole in that wall. Okay. So it looks like things are a bit of a mess at the moment. So, round then. Lord Kanawa is just going to step to there, so he can engage this guy. 1 second, I'm just going to move the dead bodies out of the way, okay? Because otherwise they're just going to get in the way of the fight. Okay, so Lord Kanawa is stepping to here and engaging this guy in the flank. Please roll for Lord Kanawa. That's a hit. D6 plus 4 damage, please. 9 points. Ouch. That guy does not look happy. Okay. Enemy samurai. Right. Let me just sort this little mess out because we have messes galore over here. Dumpty-dumpty-dum. There's so many dead bodies floating around the place. I'm having difficulty keeping track of what's what. Dum, dum, dum. Right. So we have an attack by one of my guys on your guy. A 6, which is a hit, doing d6 plus 3. 9. Oof, they're doing very high damage here. And then strike back by your samurai. D20, please. $14. Given who that guy is, that is just in. Hang on a second. -1, -2, -8. Nope, that's not enough. Unless he makes a will saving throw for the other one. Does he? No, he doesn't. So that's just missed. But you also have a Tanto attack. A d20 for that, please. That is a hit. Please roll a d5. Three points of damage. Okay. What else is happening with these samurai? He's going to try making a strike at significant minuses, just to try and get past. So d20 at significant minuses. Not enough. Okay. That is it. Kinzo. What are you planning on doing?
I'll move to where I am now.
Okay, so you're staying in that room. Ah, you're moving to there. Fair enough. Enemy Ashigaru. This guy is going to pivot slightly to try and not have Lord Kanawa in his flank. I'm not sure he can actually help himself. If he pivots to there, that puts both.
Have him step directly back.
Yes, that would probably work better. If he steps back 1, then Lord Kanawa is no longer in his in that arc. Does he go for Lord Kanawa or does he go for the Ashigaru? I think he'd go for Lord Kanawa because that katana's looking nasty. That is enough to hit Lord Kanawa. D6 plus 1. Ooh, 7 points on Lord Kanawa. Not good. Downstairs. Is there anything else happening upstairs here with the enemy Ashigaru? And the answer is not. Is it or not? An Ashigaru appears out of the stairwell. And yells, "There's some downstairs, Lord." Let us move downstairs. Well, actually, let's do the rest of up here first, and then we'll move downstairs because this is all going on 10. So, Kosa on 10 is there. Kyūryū's downstairs on 10. The Kanawa Ashigaru on 10. Well, Kagamichi will step forward 1 and hit this guy, so he just follows up. And this guy has a charmed life on his 1 hit point, and just will kind of wait for a space, so he will stay there out of range. Okay, so please make a roll for Kagamichi.
Sorry.
I don't believe that's sufficient to hit. Ho, let's move downstairs and we will see what's happening down there. Okay. So, Kyūryū, do you want to do your move first?
Yeah, 1 second. So it's 16 I can run, right?
Yep. Deduct 1 for jumping over the
Okay. So that's 10 to the door.
Mhm.
Okay, and
then another 5.
yeah. So what is this? Can I go round that?
That's a slightly raised daze, but it's only up about 4 inches.
Yeah. So I can run across these hexes, no problem.
Correct.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
So you can get to about
4,
there.
5, yeah.
Okay. Right. So, Haruyori and Katsumoto will move forward to there. He will move forward to there, and Yoshitani will move 2, 3, 4.
Any sign of
He's
this
not
woman?
actually engaged until he gets to there, so he can move forward. But he can't attack until his secondary.
No,
So Haruyori and Katsumoto will both go for him.
is there any sign of that woman, Dave?
What woman, Dave?
The woman, the woman that was screaming and stabbing people with a tanto. Have we not heard her? Have we not seen her? Sorry, down here.
You haven't heard a woman screaming. I mean, she's much more in control of herself than that. You haven't seen her down here. You haven't seen any dead bodies down here either. It all looks remarkably undisturbed.
It does.
Okay, so please roll for Haruyori and Katsumoto.
Ugh.
Sergeant Haruyori is having a bad day. Roll a d20. He loses his balance. He's dazed and must make a speed saving throw or fall down. Please
Another
make a speed
D20.
saving throw.
No bother.
But he is dazed, so he loses his secondary attack. That's all right. Just means that he doesn't get to miss on his secondary either. Please roll for Katsumoto. You could have done them with
Somebody
that
else.
one for Katsumoto now, but
I know.
never mind. Who's running for Katsumoto? That is not enough to AC6, Katsumoto. Okay, the enemy Ashigaru. 1 on Haruyori. And that's him. This is Haruyori. That's 2, 3. No, he's it. Hang on a second. No, he's got a friction there and a possible distraction. No, he ignores the distraction, but he's got the restriction of that column, so therefore that is just enough to hit. D6 plus 1, 3 points on Sergeant Haruyori, who hasn't been damaged so far. Okay, so that means he's got that many left. Then we have the attempt to strike Sumoto, which is also a hit. Doing remarkably well. 5 points on Katsumoto, who also hasn't been hit. So he's got that many left.
You need to move Gomei.
And then Gomi will run forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he just gets to the bench and is just over it. With his spear held lengthways as he goes through the door. Right. Believe that is everything downstairs. Let us return to the upstairs. Good. So we've gone through all that little lot on the 10s, and we are down to Baka.
Oh yeah, because Kosa's moving with the others, isn't he? Yeah, I'm just going to stalk forward, staying out of the engagement range of the others.
Okay.
Can I see anything else through this way now?
Let's see. Yes.
Way past.
Dumpty dumpty da. You're catching intermittent glances of 2 samurai there, neither of whom appear to be in close combat present. One looked to be trying to engage, but not doing very well.
They're looking this way, or are they looking?
Oh no,
this way?
they're looking this way.
It's not showing again.
Oh, my apologies. Am I on the wrong layer? Wrong layer again. My apologies. They are on this way.
Okay.
You would guess, possibly, these 2 rooms belong to the senior Takeda people.
Gotcha.
Because this corridor is the only way there. And obviously, it is well defended. Okay.
Sorry, can I stop there instead? In fact.
Certainly.
Thank you.
Yanagi can move forward if he wishes, or is he staying with the others?
I'm telling Yanagi to go with Harumi. Right.
Okay. Lord Kanawa.
Okay,
Sorry.
Yanagi will wait for the others to get out of the way.
Okay.
Just following them.
Lord Canal will step another 1. Hit this guy in the flank again. D20, please.
We've all rolled D20. We've all rolled 20s. Kosa, Nick, it's your turn to roll a D20 for. Roll a 20.
Yeah, I'm actually busy doing something else at the same time. I'm multitasking.
Okay, sorry, mate.
I've got that. 10.
I get you don't want the blame.
D6 plus 4, please. Oh, hang on a second. On a D6 plus 4, the guy snuffs it.
He's dead anyway.
He's dead. Minimum damage. Okay. We then have all the Ashigaru. There's an audible gulp. The Ashigaru here. Seeing the trail of bodies up the corridor. And I think we'd better... Your Ashigaru up here can't do anything. Let's go downstairs, because we have secondaries for the Ashigaru downstairs. Okay.
Sergeant
Everybody gets to attack, apart from the sergeant, who misses his action. So, Katsumoto, please. Roll for Katsumoto. Was that a 10? No, it's a 5. Katsumoto is... So that is 6, 7. No, that's not enough. And Yoshitani. It's not enough either. And their strikes back on Kyūryū. Got 1. He's minus 2. Did he make his full saving throw? So it's minus 2, minus 3. 6. No, that's not enough to hit on the secondary against Haruyori. Versus Katsumoto. Oh. I believe he has to make a speed saving throw or fall down. Yes. Speed saving throw coming up. Falls down and is dazed. Oh, good. Wasn't a very good start to their end to their turn, was it? Okay, back upstairs. We have Kosa, Kinzo, then Baka and Harumi. So, Baka can't do anything. Okay, what is Harumi doing on her action? Is she going downstairs, or is she carrying on around the corridor? Okay. Which is where Otodokan is going. With Kosa and Yanagi follow.
She looks down the stairs. She looks down the stairs, shakes head, and carries on along the corridor.
Okay, Yanagi will follow. What's Kosa doing?
Yeah, we're all sticking together.
Okay, fine. In that case, we'll put things back in the order they were in. Righty-ho. I think that's it for this round. Right, so next round, what are people planning on doing? Baka, you have a clear route all the way across to here. Well, at
Certainly
least
do.
if Kagamichi kind of steps out of the way.
Yeah, as long as no one gets in the way, I might have some plans
Okay.
of doing some running.
Fair enough. Right, Kinzo, what are you expecting to do? Just watch with interest?
No, I'm going to approach the Takeda Ashigaru and tell him to fall back to where so the priest can heal him.
Okay. Kosa and Unagi staying there. Okay, fine. Lord Kanawa will close. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, what's his BMA? No, you can only go 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3. He will move to there and strike at this guy. -1.
Go.
So that's -1, 2, 3. That's 15, 21. That's enough to hit. So D6 plus 4, please.
Nice.
Oh, 10
Very
points against
Yeah,
SA.
got him by surprise, you see.
That does surprise him. Takes half his hit points off in one go. Okay. Enemy samurai and friendly samurai. Okay, so we have our guy swinging at you. Misses. Your guy swinging back at the enemy samurai. A D6 plus 4 from this guy. 8 points of damage. There is an expiring gasp as he went down to 0 hit points. And an expletive comes from one of the 2 samurai that Baka can see. But given that that was on his primary as well, he was trying to hit over the top of him and failed. So they can't actually do anything. Right. As a matter of interest, please roll for the Tanto to see whether that did anything this round as well. He may be below 0. That's not enough for her. She's good, but she's not that good. Okay. Kinzo, you approach the Takeda guy and advise him to fall back. We then go to 10, which is the various Ashigaru. On a 10, Kagamichi is going to charge that guy and get to there. He doesn't want to go past, but so he can attack at -1, but he'll attack on 2. That guy will strike back at Lord Kanawa. And that's a hit. D6 plus 1. 5 points on Lord Kanawa. Kosa. And Kyūryū. Okay, so that's it as far as up here is concerned for the Ashigaru, etc. And let's go downstairs because the fight is hotting up on the ground floor of the inn. Right. Yoshitani and Katsumoto will go for the guy who's on the ground and dazed. And Haruyori will go for the guy who's standing up. So, Yoshitani and Katsumoto, please.
Should do one each.
If you wish. Okay, so the 8 is. Let's see, let's just double check. Yoshitani and Katsumoto. The 8 is for Yoshitani, so that's sufficient to hit. Katsumoto 3 is a hit, so that's 3 plus 6 is 9 points on the guy who's on the ground, who hadn't been injured previously. So come down to that. And a roll for Haruyori, please. And try not to roll a 20 this time. Sergeant Haruyori, please. A D20.
13.
That isn't enough to hit a C6 for him. Okay, as far as the bad guys are concerned, that guy loses his daze. And the other guy tries swinging at Haruyori and misses. Okie doke. Kyūryū.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Can I move to here and attack him in the flank?
Yes, you will be at. I think I'm going to give you more than -2. You're going to be at -4 because it's a tight space, but you are at +5 for the flank, so you're a net +1.
Okay. Do I attack now or later in the round or what?
Well, you've moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is your BMA 10?
That's 8.
8.
In which case you can't attack on this action. You've moved more than half your move, so therefore you've moved. You'll have to attack next round.
I don't think
he's got a second primary.
I get a second primary.
Yes, but it's you've effectively. Hang on a second. My apologies. You just moved your full BMA rather than your. See, so walking. You may not engage status, so basically you move to there on your first action. You'll have to move to there on your second.
Okay.
Okay. Go me. Bit engaged there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's basically going to move up to there. and then he can engage either of these, but at significant minuses. And I think that's it for down there. Okay, back up top. Right. So, Baka.
There's a lot of bodies in the way. I would like to just try and stealth into this room. Oops. Why is that not doing
Okay. You're half BMA if you're stealthing. Don't forget.
that? Okay, so it's just... Oh, and it goes down to... So if my BMA is 5, it just goes down to 2, is that right?
Well,
Alright.
I'd say 3. But
Okay, 3.
you could probably move to there. If you keep to that side of the doorway, you could move to there without being seen
I'll do that then.
through the gap. And then you could try stealthing up to the gap there next time.
Next turn.
Okay.
Yep, cool.
Because their attention seems to be down the corridor. Although this guy is just turning, has got looked over his shoulder at the sound of battle just at the end of the corridor. Okay, Yanagi is following along. Right, Lord Kanawa.
Oh, you've got the that Ashigaru as well. Did he
Oh,
follow
my
Kinzo's
apologies.
advice?
No, he didn't. He rushed up behind Lord Kanawa. Lord Kanawa steps to there. And Kagamichi, who is charging, can actually carry on the rest of the way then and get all the way close. Lord Kanawa is too far away to engage this guy with his katana. But equally, he's too far away to be engaged by him. Righty ho. So, this guy will get a secondary attack on Kagamichi as he rushes up. Misses. And I don't think there are any more Ashigaru up here. As far as the samurai is concerned, samurai is now not at so many minuses, but he is still not at optimum range, so he will attempt to strike on a secondary and fail. Your people down here, first one will attempt to strike at minuses on a secondary. D20 for your samurai, please. 13 is that's a miss. Okay, so that's that. Now downstairs we've got secondaries downstairs. Okay. So we have all the various secondaries downstairs. That guy is on the ground and can't get up, so Katsumoto and Yoshitani will strike on their secondaries at him on the ground. He's no longer dazed, but he's still prone. So Katsumoto and Yoshitani, please.
I'll go Yoshitani again.
Okay, Yoshitani. That is a hit. A 7 for Katsumoto. Katsumoto. Nope, not sufficient to hit. Please, can I have a d6 plus 1 for Yoshitani?
So that'll be 5.
Okie doke. And then we have the Sergeant versus the other one. So roll for Haruyori, please.
Oh!
Doing very well today, aren't you? D20?
Every time I roll for that bloody sergeant.
You're looking for promotion to his spot.
I'm
So
really
an
not.
8, he's stunned. So that basically knocks him out for the entire next round.
I'm saving the Budo for Kyūryū, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so he strikes back at Haruyori. Oh, for goodness sake. A 16. Treated as a successful disarm attack of the remove weapon form, so he has to make a saving throw to not lose his weapon. Okay, he's now unarmed. So he's basically going to have to get a weapon from somewhere. That's not good. I think he's going to pull out a Tanto or something. Okay, I believe Kyūryū is stepping forward one and thumping him, correct?
Going to attempt to.
Go for it. This is a primary, he's AC 6. Oh yeah, you got him.
I think it's +5, so 7 damage.
Okay. Righto. Gomi can't do anything because he moved his full move this round. So that is it for downstairs. Back upstairs. I believe it's the caravan proceeding down the balcony. So Harumi presumably moves forward to the corridor and looks down it. Yes?
Yep, I assume so.
Okay.
This is the
Followed
trail of
by
bodies.
Otodokan, followed by Kosa, followed by Yanagi. Actually, Otodokan slows down.
Yes,
There's a
we
lot of
overtake
blood
that
scattered around here, so she has to pick her
Oh,
way
one. Happy
carefully.
to
between
overtake
them.
it.
Okay, fair enough. In actual fact, she's probably best setting up over here because there's nowhere near as much blood. Anywhere down there, she's going to get polluted if she's not very, very careful.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kinzo, Kosa, we've done all the Ashigaru. Baka can't move on a secondary. Yanagi's moved. Harumi's moved, etc. Okay. Next round. Lord Kanawa is obviously getting involved in a fight down here, possibly.
Well, you've got the
And-
charge, Dave. You've got the charge of Kagamichi.
My
Oh, yeah.
apologies, yes. In that case, please roll for Kagamichi. Keep forgetting the 2s. Kagamichi is that. He's got -2, minus another +1, and that makes it 13, 12. That's not enough to hit, I'm afraid. Not AC 6. Right. Round. I may as well just go through it. We don't need to declare intent. People know what they're going to do, don't they?
Know what I'm doing, yeah.
No, I'm doing.
Okay. Lord Kanawa goes before this samurai and so gets to strike him in the back. Please roll to hit.
I'll get Kanawa's one again.
I'm involved in this fight, so that's. Oh,
It rolled 2 at a time, but
Oh, I'm
the
glad
2
the
came
2
up
came
first.
The 2 may actually be a critical.
On his
Let me just
primary, it
check.
might be, yeah.
especially in the back.
Yeah, that's a critical.
Oh yeah. What's
Please
that?
roll a d10.
Let's go. 13, lucky 13. Oh, D10, sorry, my mistake.
D10.
6.
A 6 is a special effect. Please roll a d20.
5.
A 5, he is knocked down. And he takes a d6 plus 4 damage.
Excellent. Lord Kanawa's quite the fighter. I love it. Ooh. 9 damage.
9 damage. Him. Righty-ho. The enemy samurai. If he's knocked down, he's going to try standing up again. And fails. This guy moves forward 1 and attacks. And given that Lord Kanawa is there, I had better reveal the rest of the stuff on the GM layer. Okay? There's a lot of dead people here.
Oh, wow.
What's the phrase? I see dead people.
I see quite a number of dead people.
Yeah,
Ooh,
basically.
lots of bodies.
There's a Takeda samurai here. The Takeda lady here. Both fighting that guy. Okay, so he missed. Fighting back, we've got Takeda Atsutoki. Please roll a d20 for him. He looks in pretty bad shape, by the way.
111.
For him, that's a hit. Please roll your damage. A 6 isn't a great amount, but it's better than nothing. And you also have Takeda Tokihisa stabbing with her tendo. D20, please.
Glad I got that 19 out of the way before I rolled. For me.
Fair enough. So that's... We then have Kinzo. What's Kinzo doing? Moving up to there.
Move to where my figure now is.
Jolly good. You can make out a body, a samurai lying on the ground there through the wall here. And you can just about catch sight of a samurai in combat there. Then we go over to the Ashigaru.
Now, what I can see, Dave, is a large mountain of flesh about to launch itself like a missile across the room.
Yes,
You ain't wrong. I was going to say you see me stamping my foot like a bull, just right.
Oh, you're snorting, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. And we then go over to the Ashigaru. everybody else who's on a 10. So that's Kosa, Kyūryū. Okay, fine. So, if Ashigaru and Kagemichi are going to have a Barney, and the Takeda Ashigaru is going to step forward and attempt to strike as well. He can step forward 1 and strike at -1. So, my guy's striking at Kagemichi. 12 is... hang on, -1, 2... that's not going to get in the way, so that's effectively a 14. That is not enough to hit Kagemichi. Kagemichi striking back at this guy. Ooh,
Nice.
that's a hit. Roll your damage. 4 points of damage. And Takeda Ashigaru striking back at striking at that Ashigaru is not a hit. Okay, let us go down to the lower level, where a certain Ashigaru is having an existential crisis. I'm gonna have to brawl because I don't have a Tanto. Right. This guy is going to attempt to stand up. And fail completely. This guy is going to... he's yelling for help. And trying to... is he going for... yes, he's going for Haruyori, because Haruyori is stunned. He's throwing himself at Haruyori and trying to grapple him. We're going into close combat. Throws himself into Haruyori and bounces. Okay. His attempt to grapple is not great. That's it as far as they're concerned, apart from six, seven, eight. Appearing out of the doorway, 10, is another Ashigaru. A little bit dischuffed at what's going on. Going back the other way, Yoshitani and Katsumoto, I think, can attempt to terminate the guy on the ground. Yoshitani and Katsumoto.
Money.
It's a hit.
That's my charge.
Katsumoto.
Oh,
Oh, 10 with a 1. Oh.
4 is tripled. The guy on the ground only had 6 hit points left. He's dead. Some damage. Okay. Haruyori can't do anything, but I believe Kyūryū's trying to save his bacon by thumping the poor old Ashigaru in the back of the head. Is that right?
Attempting to, yes.
Kyūryū?
It's a primary, so it might still be good.
What's your Thako?
My Thako?
Thako.
That's a
What's your,
different game,
what's your
Dave.
what's your BCS? My apologies.
Oof.
Dave,
Give people.
that's a hit.
I think it is a hit. My BCS is 22.
That is a hit. Okay, so do your damage.
Do my thing. 4 plus 5 is 9.
9. Still there.
Still there.
Gomi is going to carefully attempt to thrust his spear between Haruyori and Katsumoto to try and stab this guy. So please make a roll for Gomi.
Thread in the needle. Both him with the 3.
That's successful. Well done. Roll a.
Hold on. Is he actually thrusting?
He's thrusting, yes.
I mean, the combat maneuver thrust.
Yes, he's having to thrust. He can't use it in the normal manner, so it's thrust.
In that case, he was at +1, and he only does a d6 plus whatever strength bonus.
He does +1, so it's d6 +1 damage, please. 5 points of damage on somebody who only had 4 points left. Great.
Really won't want to be that Ashigaru right now.
Guy is looking somewhat shocked. Yeah. Things went sideways in an entirely unexpected manner. Everything was under control. Don't know. Okay. I believe that's it down here. Upstairs, I believe it's Minotaur time? Or Bull
How about
time?
Yes. Oh. So can I even?
Would I be right? Would I be right in thinking you're talking about charging this guy?
What, the one on the? I think I can only charge the one on the ground, can't I? Or can I get through to the?
Let's see.
Slightly, actually.
I think you can get to. Hang on a second.
Hold on. I think I was. Hold on a second. I think I was there. Oh, it's not letting me move myself now.
You were effectively
maybe I was there.
positioned about there. So going through that gap, you can get to there, which would allow you to charge him in the back, if you wished.
Please.
Yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now, please make your roll. You are +10 from behind, but -6 because of the armor class. And
+4 overall.
And minus another 1 because of that restriction. So that's +3.
I knew I shouldn't have rolled it low downstairs. So my 17 +3 is a 20, so it's 1.
So you have one
effect
grapple
number
on him.
That might be what I need, just to give him a distraction for the other two to lay into him.
It is, yeah. Okay. It's only a very slight grapple, but it is still a grapple. So let me just double check the effect of the grapple. I've a feeling that it means that he has a number of minuses.
I'll effectively turn myself into a bard.
You may add your base movement allowance to the effect number of the grapple attack.
Okay, so that's another 5.
So your grapple is actually up to 6. It's nowhere near what you need to get him, but it's a lot better than it was. The question is, what is the effect of the grapple on him? Right. Tim, as far as I remember, if you're grappled, you can only use close weapons against the guy who's grappled you. I think he can carry on fighting, but he's at severe minuses against the people in front of him. Yes?
That's the way I read it.
Yeah, okay. So he is going to ignore Baka and carry on trying to kill the guy in front of him.
Fool.
Oh yes, fool, but never mind. He knows his job. Okay, Yanagi is escorting Lord Kanawa. Will step forward one and strike down at this guy on the ground again. Please, roll for Lord Kanawa.
Oh, we can get.
I'll let someone else do that because I'm in that. I'm involved in that.
I've been doing him. 13.
13, given that he's down on the ground and it's a primary, is sufficient. Please roll d6 plus 4.
Chop him up. Oh, 5 minimum damage.
Okay. We then have the Ashigaru. So, my Ashigaru here trying to strike Kagamichi on a secondary. That's that guy. So he's 7, 9. So we've got 1, 2, 3 restrictions. Kagamichi is 4, 5. That's enough to hit. Kagamichi takes an. Now what am I doing rolling d8s for? d6 plus 1. 4 points of damage. It's still relatively well. Now, please.
Mine was a charge. I shouldn't have rolled yet, by the way, just as a heads up.
Okay.
So that guy isn't actually restricted at the moment.
I will give him. So for his secondary attack, he won't be restricted. So he will get a secondary.
And it goes up to 7 effect numbers, does it? Because of it being a charge? Is that how it works? You get a +1 on a charge?
You get +1 to attack. For a grapple, you add your BMA to your grapple effect numbers. So your grapple went up from 1 to 6.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, would you roll for Kagamichi striking this guy, please?
Go on, I'll get that
Roughly. Against AC 6 on a secondary. No. Try for the Takeda Ashigaru. It'd be sufficient. Let me check. No, it isn't, because he's got those restrictions, so no. As far as the samurai is concerned, this guy will attempt to strike on his secondary.
Oof.
D10. A 6. Is that triple damage or special effect? Special effect. The special effect is a 1. 1? Dazed. That's alright. He forfeits his next primary action. He also takes a d6 plus 3 damage. This might kill him. He's dead. Okay. However, he gets a strike back on his secondary. Please roll a d20.
Three.
A 3 is a hit. Please roll a d6 plus 4.
9.
Okay. And also roll for Takeda Tokihisa with her Tanto.
16.
Not a hit. Okay. Kosa, Kinzo, Kyūryū. Right, so let's do downstairs first. Go back to downstairs. See if there is anything happening there. I don't think there is anything because secondaries and you are too far away from that guy to hit him. Correct. Actually, yes. No, too far away to hit him. So back to the top. And I think that all that's left really is Baka has a secondary, but I would guess is not going to want to try and increase his.
No, I don't have a secondary because it was on a charge.
True, it was on a charge. So at the end of the round, you make your grapple, and you have a grapple on him of 6. Fair enough. The young lady screams with anguish as this guy gets chopped to the ground.
Yeah, that's because they just killed a brother-in-old.
Exactly.
Anyway, Harumi moves forward and into the room where I've put her, so that Kosa and Yanagi can get by if they need.
Okay. Otodokan tells you to send the wounded to her, and she will set up here.
Mhm.
Okay, what are Kosa and Yanagi doing?
What can we see down this corridor?
You can see Kagamichi and a very badly injured Takeda Ashigaru fighting a pretty badly injured Ashigaru at the top. You can also hear fighting coming from down this, sounds of fighting coming from down this corridor.
Possibly see Kinzo sticking out slightly, but yeah.
And Kinzo looking out into the corridor, kind of going, Kagamichi, kill him! Or not, as the case may be.
We've all moved down.
No, I'm actually looking into the room.
Okay, fine. You've moved into you've moved into the room and you're looking this way, or not? Were
Yes,
you watching?
I've just watched Baka do a sumo charge. Possibly do some damage. I don't know.
Well, he certainly widened the doorway slightly.
To move forward till I can see around the corner, basically.
Okay. Yanagi will follow. Or I think Yanagi's a bit slower than you, so he will follow to there.
He's fast enough to keep up, I think.
Okay.
I'm not moving full speed.
Right. You can see Lord Kanawa striking at a guy who's lying on the ground, kind of rolling
back
to
of
try
Lord
and...
Kanawa and the back of... Okay.
Okay. And you can see Baka is clinging onto the back of this samurai who's waving a bloody sword, having just pulled it out of a dead body lying on the ground.
There is
Not a lot of room, no.
not with Lord Kanawa wielding his katana around.
No. It is a one-person corridor.
Yes.
I mean, Gobi might be able to poke his spear past, but, from a distance and gingerly. Righty-ho! So I think that's the end of that round. We're approaching 3 hours. Do you wish to do another round to see if we can bring it to a conclusion? The number of combatants has dropped.
I'm happy to keep going for it. I don't mind going over a wee bit over 3 hours if we need to finish it as well, mate. Just whatever you think's best.
Okay. I will, however, say that I will be sorting out the aftermath of the battle and any Budo and on, etc. next time. Because there isn't time to do all that now.
Of course.
Okay, so Lord Kanawa, I believe, will strike down at this guy on the ground again. Roll your d20.
8.
That's a hit. d6 plus 4 damage.
5 damage.
You're rolling minimum damage. He's playing with his food.
Getting tired.
Yes. Unfortunately, the guy manages to get to his feet. And Lord Kanawa isn't in as good shape as he is, and he's not in armor. This could be embarrassing if he dies. Okay. The other samurai going. What's his reaction? He's striking at Shida Takehisa with the flat of his blade. He's trying to knock her unconscious.
Oh.
And misses.
Not on my watch.
Okay. So that guy stood up. That's the guy struck there. Kinzo. You have got space to get in here and attack that guy in the back if you want.
No, I'm going to walk to where I am and check to see exactly what's going on out there, because I couldn't see the other pays. I can only see half of it.
Okay. You've seen that guy get up and appears to be kind of facing Lord Kanawa. You can see You can see Baka, who's kind of got his arms out as if he's grappling somebody. You can't see who he's grappling. Okay.
Yes, thank
Okay. The Ashigaru. Okay, so we've got an enemy Ashigaru here trying to kill Kagamichi. And not doing very well. And then Kagamichi will, of course, retaliate. Are you rolling a d20 for Kagamichi?
19.
Ugh.
Well, that's all right. The other roll was for the Takeda Ashigaru.
MVP.
3 points. Which takes half the remaining hit points on that enemy Ashigaru. I mean, for a guy with 1 hit point, he's doing an awful lot of damage. Righty ho. Kosa and Kyūryū. Kosa, you're on 10 as well. What do you wish to do? You can squeeze there if you wish. You can hear sounds of battle from downstairs. You could leap over the rail and onto the stairs if you wish. Actually, no, you can't hear sounds of battle. You can hear somebody yelling, "Get him!" Sounds like Yoshitani. What do you wish to do, Kosa? Oh, you're backing up. Fair enough.
Backing up to see what Kinzo's doing.
Fair enough. Let us go downstairs and see what is actually happening down on the ground floor. Okay. Sergeant Haruyori comes out of his done this round, but that's basically it. Yoshitani and Katsumoto will close to engage this guy. He's closing to engage them, so basically they all move together. And they will go into combat like so. Gomi will similarly step to there and then thrust between them. What's Kyūryū doing? Going up the staircase?
Yeah. Just gonna go run halfway up the staircase and then jump off and fly and Kyūryū.
So you're going to
Okay.
jump onto the staircase and then jump off the staircase in a Kyūryū roll. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going for a Jujutsu attack on him.
Well, it's still going to be a Temowaza. It's still going to be a jumping punch, but I'm going to use the stairs to get
Okay,
some
make your
leverage on it.
Kyūryū roll.
Right, Kyūryū, don't let me down. Ugh.
Oh,
Okay, can I have a speed saving throw, please?
Yeah, I think so.
Success?
Yeah.
Okay. The stairs rocked under your weight. They weren't used to being used as a push-off platform, and it threw you off, and so you landed there, but you were unable to get a strike.
Okay.
Okay? But you stayed on your feet.
Yep. That's not so bad then.
So, my guy will attack Yoshitani or Katsumoto. Odd Yoshitani. Yes, he's going for Yoshitani. And hits him, doing 2 points of damage. And Yoshitani, Katsumoto, and Gomi can all strike back. So, Yoshitani first, then Katsumoto, then Gomi. 3d20, please. Five is a hit, doing 4 points of damage.
I'm not touching the d20 until it's my turn.
Katsumoto. 11 is not a hit. And Gomi, carefully poking with his thrusting spear. Somebody roll for Gomi.
Okay.
Isn't that what the 9 is?
I've rolled for Gomi.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies.
Kinzo from-
A 9 for
Definitely a 9.
Gomi. Just double check his spear. BCS of 13. He's got 1 restriction. Sorry, 2 restrictions and 2 distractions. And AC of 6. Not a cat in hell's chance. Okay. So that's downstairs. Hang on a second, I just need to adjust some things. That's number 5. Fair enough. And upstairs again for the rest of things. Oops, sorry, that's the roof. I want the first floor closed. Okie doke. So I believe we have Baka, who is trying to increase his grapple.
On a birthday one, please.
He's ignoring you, and you are in his rear facing, so you've got plus 10, minus 7, so you're a net plus 3.
So that's 11.
What, 11 effect numbers?
Yep.
Okay, that puts him up to 17, which further reduces his chance. What's he going to do about it? We'll have to wait and see. Yanagi. What's Yanagi doing, if anything?
Yanagi's going to look at Kosa and wonder what he's doing. Then he looks forward and goes, well, there's no room to get in, is there? So I'll just stay where I am.
No. Fair enough. Lord Kanawa will have another strike at this guy. Please roll to hit.
Oh.
Aye.
So that's double damage. D6 plus 4 doubled.
You stole my one, Tim.
So that's a 5. Doubled to 10. Suddenly, the guy doesn't look as well as he did. Okay. Striking back, we have all the Ashigaru and the samurai. So these are secondaries. So up here, we've got the enemy Ashigaru. Misses. Please roll for Kagemichi and the Takeda Ashigaru. Kagemichi on a 2. Let's check and see. He's one of the better ones. That means 7,
The
9.
Takeda man miss.
He's got 1 restriction.
Got a will save?
If he makes his will save, he's hit him. Please roll a will save. No. Just missed. The other guy misses. Fair enough. And the samurai. Let us see what he's going to do. He's going to strike back at Lord Kanawa and miss. The one in the passageway. He's badly grappled. What's he planning on doing? Oh, right, fine. He turns the blade so the edge is upwards and strikes at the Takeda woman.
Oh.
And hits.
Oh.
Doing 9 points of damage to her. Ouch. She was going to strike back at him for killing her brother, so please roll to hit.
Nice.
A 2. Now, that's up against somebody in AC 6. He's only got 1 restriction. And Baka's in another hex back, so that's no distraction. That is enough to hit him. D5 damage.
Nice.
4 damage. Fair enough. Let's see. That's it for up here. Downstairs. Let's see whether you can finish him off downstairs. This is secondaries. Apart from Kyūryū, who's got another primary. So Sergeant Haruyuri can't do anything himself, so Katsumoto and Yoshitani, please. Katsumoto first, and then Yoshitani, and then Kyūryū.
I'll let someone else go. It's do mine.
Okay, Katsumoto first. Is a miss. Yoshitani.
Oh, sorry, Kinzo, I got the first. Tim, I got the first. 12.
That's a miss. And then Kyūryū. You can imagine what he's going to do.
Come on. Yes.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Nice.
11 damage, sir.
Flat.
Yes. Excellent day.
Okay. That's dealt with him. Please roll for Gomi as well, by the way. He might participate in the Budo. Somebody roll for Gomi?
16.
I don't know, you needed a 1, basically. Right, so back up top. Close. So that's a lot. Okay, Baka, I presume you're not trying to increase your grapple on your secondary.
Maintain.
Okay. Yanagi is watching. What's Harumi doing? Anything? Nothing?
Can she see the samurai that is being grappled by Baka?
No. Because
In that case, she's not going to do anything because she can't see a target.
because that guy is only narrowly visible from there. You would need to be there to, you know, in that area to see him.
Did you see that one?
She can see. She can. She can.
I don't want to
see
get
that.
in the way of Kosa or Yanagi because no, I'm too slow.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I'll sit there and do nothing.
She can see that Baka is grappling someone, but she can't see who.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to dart.
You don't want to die? No.
Much appreciated, thank you.
Okay, so this next round, Lord Kanawa will continue his attempt to put this guy down. Please roll a d20. D20 for Lord Kanawa, please.
Oh, 18.
Miss. Okay. And trying to put him down. That is a hit.
Uh-oh.
9 points of damage on Lord Kanawa.
Ouch.
Ouch. Could kill him next time.
We.
Or at least kind of knock him below 0 next time. Right. And simultaneously, Kinzo. Would I right in thinking you're using distant... attacking him in the back, yes? Are you using Jujutsu or Temiwaza? And which one are you going for? That one or this one?
I'm going to strike the one that's fighting Lord Kanawa because he looks
Very
as though
good.
he might die.
Very good. Whoa.
Not sure you've rolled above a 1 on your damage tonight. For you, that's unlucky.
No, I've done virtually minimum damage. I've rolled 1, 2, and everything else has been a 1. So
And that
anyway, 3
wasn't-
points of damage.
Well, that wasn't a hit, was it? Rolled a 16, which means you only hit AC 3. Oh, hang on a second. No,
In
it
the
was in
back.
the back. Yes, my apologies. That was a definite hit.
Yes.
Okay, you're not using Yo Yuwara then?
No, my message says Atemi was alone, so no. I've given up
Fair enough.
using you.
Okay.
I may go back to using them because I'm not doing very well without, but never mind.
Righty-ho. Here, 2 things happen. This lady backs off. This guy makes one despairing attempt to get her. And promptly
Oh.
blows it. Not quite a fumble, but it looked like a fumble. So she's able to retreat out of his sword range. Because she saw Baka has got him fully grappled, and he damn near killed her. Okay. So that is... This is the only fighting that's going on up here at the moment as far as the samurai is concerned. I don't believe we've done here yet, have we?
Not this round.
So therefore, enemy Ashigaru hits Kagamichi. doing 7 points of damage. Kagamichi strikes back. That's a hit. Doing 4.
Yep.
Which kills him. And the Takeda Ashigaru also hit him.
Helps.
Yes, helps. That is it. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Baka, are you going to attempt to finish restraining this guy?
I'm going to try. Get in. So that's 18 effect numbers.
Yes.
He's fully grappled.
In that case, I get to throw him and stun him. Or something like that.
Or just hold him.
Just hold on to him.
Yanagi. Lord Kanawa will strike at this guy again. It's a hit. D6 plus 4 damage.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, my damage dice is a
Is
6-sided
something wrong with your
dice
damage
rolling.
dice, yeah, mate?
It's got 6 1s on it. It hasn't got anything else.
Looks like it.
But it's enough to kill him.
Yes. Come on.
Very good. Seeing that Baka has this guy fully grappled, Takeda Tokihisa will walk forward, and unless somebody does something to stop her, she's going to slit his throat.
Nice.
He killed her brother.
I'm going to turn my face away from the murder, but I'm not going to say anything. She's a lady.
And that is the end of the battle.
Naomi's going to say, yeah, I took out a fucking samurai.
Whoa, yeah, I'm impressed we're both still alive, Baka. I'm impressed we're both still alive. Well done, mate.
I ended up taking 6 damage. Shockingly.
Do you know, do you know what I was on at the start of that session? I never realised. I was on 36 lethal out of 41 hit points. I had 5 hit points left before we started.
Oh. If Tim
That
hadn't
samurai-
stood in the way, I think I was about to take a lot more, so thank you, Tim.
Well, if Kinzo hadn't hit...
No, that's thank you, Kinzo. Okay,
Well, thank you,
but it's
Kinzo.
what you do. It's what you do for your friends.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, are we friends now? I thought it was colleagues earlier on. I heard you.
Yeah, well, you know, the basic point is that Kinzo doesn't give out his friendship very easily. You see.
I appreciate that.
Okay. Just as portioning who got what.
Yeah, as a matter of interest, Dave, are any of the people on the floor actually unconscious rather than dead?
I think some are.
See. That guy isn't actually dead. He is completely unconscious. He's basically knocked out, and nobody's actually killed him. Some of the people are unconscious and bleeding, but can be saved. I will sort out which of the Takeda are able to be saved. But unfortunately, her brother is dead, as is Harada no Hero. Yamauki Kanagari is actually just unconscious, so he's very badly injured. And Tano Nobutake is also unconscious and very badly injured. As far as the Ashigaru is concerned, only one of them can actually be saved. Basically, you are not going to be moving from here for a short while people are healed and the local samurai carries out an investigation.
Mm-hmm.
But congratulations on winning the battle without any casualties on your side. The Takeda were very badly hit, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse. The enemy rolled a 20 on their initial attack, which meant that the guards were able to give the alarm and people were able to get out of bed and weren't murdered in their beds. If that had been the case, then you would probably have noticed what was happening, but you probably wouldn't have been able in time to stop it. As it is, Takeda Tokihisa has been saved from capture by the enemy clan. And you all deserve congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gents. That was good fun.
That was lots of fun.
We will
Thank
leave it
you.
at that for this week, and next week we will go through the aftermath of the battle, award the Budo and On, because that was a very successful battle on your side.
Yes, it was. Okay, I look
Awesome.
forward to it.
That'll be the 18th of November.
It will be. I look forward to it. See you all in 2 weeks, gentlemen. Viewers, thanks for watching. See you in 2 weeks.